the regular sound. It'll be okay. Yes. Okay, I will not touch anything. So I had this, I was charging and I forgot, but I had this receiver in the computer when I opened the program. And so I just had to get out of the program and get back in without anything connected. And it seems to be what took it. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to make it so I'm a little, that's for a phone. That's not for a computer. That's for a phone. And I don't know what this one goes to. I keep trying new things. Let's see. And how about that? So welcome to the Saturday Stitch-uation. I'm coming on early because it's National Sew a Jelly Roll Day, and I'm going to work on a jelly roll while we're doing Stitch-uation. And honestly, most of it's going to be sewing. So feel free to sew along with me. We are going to do a contest for a jelly roll, being that it is National Sew a Jelly Roll Day. And stick around for me to tell you how to enter for that. This is called Forest Village. And I can't read her name because it's such tiny print, but there's a little picture of the designer here. But isn't that pretty? There's blues and pinks and greens. So we will. Hello, chat. Maggie is in Chicago. Nice. Anyway, we're going to do a drawing for this, and I'll tell you about how to do that a little bit later. So I also have, oops, noisy, my dog treats, because I've got Piper hanging out close by. They're pretty noisy rattle, aren't they? All right, so I'm going to work on I'm working on sewing a jelly roll, and I've got this from Robin Pickens, Carolina Lilies. It's an older line. I have like 4 yards of this fabric, which is the main print, which I'm going to put on the back. And I've already separated my jelly roll, and I think I'm going to do a jelly roll race. No, I'm not. I keep telling myself I'm going to do something different, and I have to write down. Happy Jelly Roll Day. That's right. We have a lot of things we're going to talk about. So, but first, let's talk about this before I forget. My plan is, and I can't draw worth beans, but to do something like this, where I have strips, and then the solid right here is going to be this thatched fabric, which is this fabric is in the jelly roll. It's intermixed. It's also a basic, but it's called Thatched by Robin Pickens. This is a Moda line. So I'm going to sew strips, just one big section of strips, and start cutting. And then I'm going to stagger. And this is actually really pretty easy. Pretty easy. So I'm just going to have solid orange lines between things. I am early. I'm early because it's Jelly Roll Day and I wanted to start sewing, and I'm going to make this is going to be a little bit longer than normal just because we're going to be chatting while I'm sewing, which I would like to do more of, but I'm like, yes, get to do it today. But I was hoping I would announce a contest for hitting 8,000 subscribers. I am so close, but I'm not there yet. And if I don't hit it by next week, I'm going to cry. Why I wouldn't, but I'm not. So we got a lot of new people last week, so we've had a little bump. Just trying to get the word out there, and when we hit that, this 20-piece batik set called Carnival Glass from Righty Blake is going to be given away. So I'm assuming next week. We're like 7 people away. I mean, go round up your friends. Tell them just to hit like. So, anyone new that if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do. And actually, it's not liking. Please subscribe. Like for sure, but the subscribers are what get you to the contest. Anyway, Marlon is feeling better. Today's a good day. We start out, and I say we because I'm the designated driver. We went to some women's lacrosse games because there's a college 4 or 6 teams. I think it's 6 teams that are gathering in the area, and so we went and watched a couple of them so we can check those off his little box. And so we pulled the car up to the fence where you can see everything. Doesn't have to walk in. You don't have to stay very long. Checked off his list, and we hung out there for about an hour. And we got to see 2 different games. And that always puts him in a good mood. Sorry, always puts him in a good mood to get to see something in person that he wants to do. Thank you, Justarla. Yeah, a thumbs up on the video will really help me. It will help people to find it so they will find this channel and subscribe to it so we can do a drawing. See how this works? All right. So anyway, this is an older line. So we'll see how it turns out. I don't have it anymore if you guys want it. I don't even know if it can be found, but it's just part of my personal stash, which, by the way, everything on the wall back here, that's all my personal stash. And you can't see because there's a bookshelf right here now, but it goes on the wall behind that. So I'm working on it. And I have all this new fabric that we've been getting, and I would love to make more things with it. And I have been, but sometimes I have to go back to the stuff in the stash. All right, so guess what, guys? We got some new fabric in yesterday, and Marlon is listing it right now. And I wanted to show it to you because it's different, it's unique, and I have a feeling there are some people in here that wouldn't know about it if I didn't show it to you. But do you see it? It's shiny. I know you're shocked. New fabric. So I'm going to take the plastic off of this because it is hard to see. But this is, I put the wrong end. Oh well. This is a Benertex line called Cat Artistry Portraits multicolors. And the designer, her name is Marlon is listing her right now. So you'll see who the designer is when you click on the link. But this is the only print that has cats in it. The rest of the fabric, and I don't know if you can see, but it looks like stained glass windows, kind of down here, are solids of the stained glass window look in the bright colors as well as a black. And then there's a border print. So you can do a lot with it, but isn't this fascinating? People will be jealous. So it's very bright and bold and kind of different. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to show you guys. And then on Monday, I might show it again and have it up for Monday, but it is on for your cat. That's what I was thinking. The cat ladies could make little bags if they don't like a cold quilt. But like I said, there's a bunch of solids that look like this, that look like all these little breakups, look like stained glass window. I just didn't bring those inside because I was carrying my dog in one arm and trying to carry this, and I didn't want to carry more than one bowl. Speaking of, I'm going to give you guys an update on my dog because she's part of our family. Piper went to the vet this week, and I know, crazy, right? They put her on heart medication about 6 months ago, maybe. And the doctor told me that typically when a dog gets put on heart medication, their life expectancy is between 6 and 18 months. And usually they pass away because of that condition. So there have been times, and by the way, Piper will be 14 in January. She's a little Chihuahua. And she's losing her hearing. And she's also older. So keep that in mind. But she sleeps a lot. But with a heart condition, you're going to be sleepier anyway. But there have been times when I walked up on her and she didn't respond. And I thought she died. And I just like, oh my gosh, please don't. And I'm learning it's because she's hard of hearing. She doesn't hear me come up on her. So, long story short, I've been kind of like, oh, I don't know when. It could be any day. Well, I took her back into the vet for a follow-up. And there was a different vet working that day. And the other one was like a very seasoned one, and this one is too, but he was like the senior member of the team. But this one had a different opinion on it because they want me to get a very expensive test done on her, and she is an older dog, and I don't know that we're going to do anything different. I don't want to pay out for that test. They can anyway. We're working on. Anyway, she thinks she has bronchitis and not heart disease, so that means she's going to live longer. Yay! But she now, I laugh. She now has a breathing routine that I have to do for her that I haven't started yet. I hopefully will start that today. And I can't think what it's called right now. It's misting, and she's on a steroid, she's on things. We're trying to help clear her lungs up. So, but she does cough more because it's trying to help her cough. So you might hear her coughing in the background, and actually that's an okay cough. We want her to cough. But I, like Cynthia said, I've been scared to leave her, and even just like for the day, and then knowing, I have all these things planned, and even when I was at the hospital with Marlon, I'm so worried that something's going to happen while I'm gone. And I was able to come home, but nebulizer, yes, thank you. It's a little $30 machine I got on Amazon, and it's adorable. It's just cute. So it doesn't have to actually go on her face. It just has to be to her face so that the stuff can get to her. And just 5 minutes twice a day. I don't have 5 minutes to hold her because she's squirmy. I do to hold her, but not standing, because if I sit down, she'll hop off my lap. She's very independent. But a nebulizer, yes. And they're saying the best way to get over this is to use a steroid and get it into her breathing system through the nebulizer. Fascinating. So when she was a puppy, because she's always had so much energy, and she still does, and she has separation anxiety, they put her on energy, and she still does, and she has separation anxiety. They put her on puppy Prozac, and I didn't know that was a thing. So I'm like, she's, at one point she was on that. Find out she has to use a nebulizer, just things that related from the human world into the dog world. I didn't see it coming. So anyway, I've never had an old dog before, and here we go. And I'm never scared to go in, because you never know when the visit. Oh, you're scared to take her to that? Take her. They never tell you have to put your dog down. I mean, if it's pretty obvious they need to go, be helped there, you'll know too. But make sure they get medical attention. So anyway, let's go back to Marlon. So Marlon is in better spirits. He got to go to some games. Today, he's walking really well, like really well. So this back surgery is doing its job, finally. But the new issues are nerve pain in his foot and legs. So that's been the biggest problem. He's still recovering and trying to build muscle, and he's weak. And, don't get me wrong, he's not ready to run anywhere. But he's standing up straight. He's able to walk. He's not really using the walker much, but he has it. And anyway, so I'm very happy with where he is today. He's not patient, so that's where his frustration comes. He wants to be Mr. Fix It again and fixing things. Marlene says she's always had cats and dogs. He lost her kitty years ago. We decided not to get another one this time. We went for a drive on the spur of the moment. Not worry about them. Wait. I would like to get another animal, but when I got my dogs starting out, because I had another one that passed away almost 3 years ago, I had a very different lifestyle. It was during COVID. No, COVID, sorry. The pandemic. COVID is the pandemic. All these words. The recession. In 2010 is when I got my first dog. I was not able to find a job. I hadn't started going back to college yet. Seriously was sitting around twiddling my thumbs and binge watching on DVDs, movies, not movies, but I watched all of 24, all of those series, and the same with Friends, and all I would do was just binge watch because I had nothing to do. So I got Mandy, the other dog, and she was like more of an emotional support dog than I ever realized, and I still miss her. But I got Piper 2 years later as a companion to Mandy because my life got really busy really fast, and everyone kept saying, you need another dog. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm busy enough, too busy for one. But like, she needs a companion, and there's a lot of logic to that. And I just so happened that my friends tricked me into going to someone's house when there was a new puppy of litters, can't speak, litter. And I had Mandy with me, and she started playing with this one dog, and that dog ended up being Piper. So the point is, Mandy didn't like other dogs. I'm like, if she can pick her out and they'll get along, I'll bring her home. And it has been awesome, but they're so completely different personalities. And so I have Piper, and she and Mandy both have had their own different health challenges. So it's just very interesting because I've never had dogs that get this old. I had a dog that I shared with my ex-husband, and when we got divorced and I moved out of the state, I chose to leave him there because he was very he didn't like change. The dog did not do well weekly when we would trade off with the dog. We had a custody arrangement. Every other week we got the dog, and it took him 3 days to adjust just from a house he already knew. Every time we switched him, it wasn't going to take him across the country. So I know that how he had aged and how he was, but I didn't experience it. Anyway, enough about dog talk. Sorry. That's why you're here at the ER. You don't want him to suffer. Oh, I'm just noticing. You must have said something I missed earlier, Cynthia. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know. I came home with a $450 vet bill on Wednesday, whatever day I took her in. You know. Yes, Cynthia, that's good. She wants answers on treatment versus quality of life. Yes. And when I chose to put Mandy down, I couldn't stand to see her suffer. And she had a grand mal seizure that day, and that's the first time I saw it. Before I had suspicion because she was just acting funny, but I never saw anything. I'm just thinking, okay, she's getting old. She's losing her hearing. She's lost. She's she would get lost in the house. But I didn't. Anyway, it was a really bad seizure, and I watched it, and I'm like, I can't do that. So you'll kind of know. But when we took her in, the vet asked if I wanted to keep her for a couple more days and have the weekend with her. And I'm like, no, I love her to death. And it just shocked everybody that I just like, no, but I loved her enough to do that. So that's where my story is. Anyway, I know, but that's the whole thing is I want them to live long and prosper. Oh my gosh, why can't we just live forever? Everyone get to their prime, animals, people, and just be happy. Anyway. Okay, but anyway, I would like another dog. I think Piper needs a companion, but I do not need. Oh, I spot something. We don't have time, and Marlon's threatened me. So he did tell me when he's gone, I can get all the puppies I want.
I did not.
They're asking about you.
Can
you squeeze them a little closer? I need to. There we go.
I could roll the chair in.
Okay. The cat fabric is now listed. It's on. So you want the chair?
Well, I'm trying to sit down.
All right. I think you need to come in away from the chair.
What?
I'm trying to make it so you can get around it. There you go. He's got his sexy shorts on.
Don't you dare.
I don't know if you can't read it. It says, I hate being this sexy, but I'm a stocky, bearded man. I can't help it.
This is not your opportunity to embarrass me in public.
So this is a very big room, but this little nook right here, because this is actually you can't got my quilt over, but this is actually one of those tables that the arms go down and I can have a work surface.
The arms?
The arms, the table, the table. Not leaves. Well, I don't know. It's not in the middle. I think the leaf is in the middle.
I guess it doesn't count.
Regardless, it's the whole skinny thing, and I just kind of leave it here and gives me my area. So to have two people in here is a little tight. They want you to show off your shorts.
No.
But you're blushing. It is cute.
No.
We remember the exact wording.
No. Oh. No.
I'll tickle you. I'm a chubby bearded man and I can't help it.
No, she made me wear these. She doesn't wash any of my clothes except the one that she wants me to wear on whatever day. And so I have a choice of one. That's the only way I would wear this, right?
Drop leaf tables. Thank you, Starla. We're onto the table.
We're under the table.
You're among friends. That's what Marlene says.
What?
Hi, Tracy. Thank you for joining. I met Tracy at a retreat.
Hi, Tracy.
You recognize the name now, right? Tracy?
Whoa.
Loftus? He's one who's Mr. Santa Claus. You know who that is? No, I'm talking about. You do know. Okay. Anyway, so I'm working on a jelly roll when I stop talking. Anyway, so I'm working on a jelly roll when I stop talking, but we'll see how far I get because my goal is to work on jelly roll. So I split my
What jelly roll are you doing?
It's a jelly roll. It's National Jelly Roll Day, and this is from my personal stash called Carolina Lilies by Robin Pickens. The main print is this, and I have 5 yards of the main print, which I want to be the back, and I have about 2/3 of this thatched, which is included in here, and it's all Robin's. It's a basic, so this is a Moda thing. It's old from my personal stash. He's feeling much better. You can tell. You don't own, oh, speaking of, okay, those of you joined, I'm going to give this away for National Jelly Roll Day. I'll tell you later how to participate.
What is it?
It's a jelly roll.
Well,
it's a new one.
It's by the Finnish woman, Nygaard?
No.
What's her name?
Forest Village, and I can't read. Little Forest Atler. H-E-L-I, Atler.
But the
That's not Gerda. Oh no, that's Irish.
her name, she's a Finnish woman who is the designer. Nygaard, I think I want to say.
Can you hear him? Is he too far away?
Show the picture. See if anybody
So
knows who she is.
Marlon knows about all the designers because as he is entering things, pick me.
What does it say? Why are you laughing?
It says pick me.
Pick me. Pick
Yeah.
me. Oh. Okay.
Anyway, I forgot.
Sandra Nygaard, I think. Anyway.
I don't remember his name.
See how easy it is for me to get her off track? Now she doesn't even know what she was
I
thinking.
could multitask. Always saw a t-shirt. It was the cutest thing. And the last thing is to forget what I was doing all at the same time. It's like, yeah.
Uh-huh. See, you think you're multitasking, but you're not.
The tabs are just open and running idle.
Uh-huh. Some of them are frozen. You don't even know it.
I know. I'm 7 people away from off doing this. So next Saturday, I'm pretty sure we will hit that. If not, I'm going to cry. So please go tell your friends and family. Open an account just so you can subscribe to me. Give me another person. So since I hit 8,000, which I will announce on the Saturday situation, hopefully it's next week, but we are so close.
Pick me. There's another pick me.
I'm in the forest right now. That's what Starless says. Did Marlon see my message? Is it in here? Marlon, I was given a number 72 jersey for Sunday's game at Soldier
Oh,
Field.
wow.
He's in Chicago.
I know she's in Chicago. You got a 72, huh? I hope you enjoy the game, and I really do hope the Bears win. Even though I'm a Packers fan, I'm still hoping that the Bears win that game. Just because I think the whole world is a better place when the Cowboys lose. No offense to you Cowboys fans out there. I'm sure there's some of you, but that's all right. We will share the gospel of football fandom with you when you're ready. So, anyway.
All right. So anyway, this I put the binding on this just the other day. So this is officially complete.
Now you get to see what's behind the curtain.
Well, they usually kind of see this. Here's the table. I really am kind of happy. Anyway, this is the Make It Merry, and look how cute it is. So this is the exact fabric you would get if you order this from me and get dark border border. And there's one that has a light border, but it is so cute. It is done. It's quilted and it's complete. I use it as a wall hanging. It is I call it candy cane stripe. I think okay. Let's ask ladies. Marlon thinks this is a ticking stripe. I want to call it candy cane stripe, but I think ticking has a different spacing on there. I don't know what you guys think, and if there is such a thing as a specific ticking. You will still be my friend. Her daughter-in-law is a Cowboys fan. Is this the one that's coming to the retreat, Maggie? We will not talk football.
We will not speak of football during the retreat.
Or
Besides,
you can.
it'll be the off season, so
Just
we
have
don't
some
have to
good
worry
just
about
have
it.
some fun banter, I guess you could. All right, so there you go. That's Itchy.
Itchy, scratchy,
Itchy, scratchy. Okay. Don't forget Facebook contest.
Oh, there we go. Tracy, she's a Packer fan.
The Facebook contest is anything autumn. Excuse me. I don't care what you do as long as it's quilting project related. Post it to the Facebook group. You have to be a member of the group to win. It is a random drawing, and the winner of the Facebook contest always gets something related to the upcoming contest. And the October one has now been officially announced, but you do need the latest, oh, not that one, Fabric Cafe book, not this one, but the one that's panels that just came out. They just didn't have it sitting here. And I have those in stock if you need it, but you do have to make something out of that. And there is a video of one that I just did out of there not too long ago. Okay, Cynthia, you go do what you need to do. Please keep us posted. Good luck with everything. We're all thinking about you.
Cynthia's got stuff. She's asking how to be a member.
How do you become a member? You just have to, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that's how you do that. But you can also be an actual member of the group. And at the bottom, there's a little dollar symbol. It says, show your support for Soft Squares with Lynne. I'm going to click on it right now. And you can pick, I've never gone into it this way. We have 2 memberships. One's only like 99 cents, and you can be a member this way. But for the Facebook contests, you just have to join the Facebook group. You have to be part of that. To contests, you just have to join the Facebook group. You have to be part of that to be eligible for the contests that are on there. So the actual membership is, I think it's like 99 cents, and it's through YouTube, but we don't go off of that number for any contests. Although I think if I get enough people in there, I will do contests in there, because there's not a whole lot of perks to it. You're just helping support us, which we really appreciate. Anyway, Cynthia, thank you so much for bringing that up, and I wish you luck. And please email us. Let us know how things are going. We're with you. Okay.
I'm not sure what's going on, Cynthia, but I do wish you well.
Taking her dog to the ER. Oh, sorry, you got here a little bit late.
Yeah, no bueno.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's find something different. Okay, so don't forget the stash sale is still going on the website. Just use the word stash, and you have to go to the bottom, or I guess it's the middle of the page, and go to where it says this week's events. This week's sale.
Up at the top, it says Stash Builder Sale. Click here.
Oh.
And if you click there, then you go there.
It's only a certain section, but there's over 1,000 items in there. Everything that is on sale in there is already marked at least 25% off. If it's not on sale, the word stash, all lowercase, will take 25% off. It doesn't take off at anything, it's already discounted, but you're going to get at least anyway. So there's the code that you need until we decide to stop doing it. So this is still running.
And I noticed that somebody is a Bill fan. That was a good win over the Dolphins the other night. Always like that. And Terry, we love you, even if you are a misguided football fan. But that's all right.
Don't mix sports with pleasure. All right.
I didn't bring it up.
All right.
I don't think I did.
Okay.
I think it was Maggie's fault this week.
Oh.
She brought it up.
No, it's not, because they asked about you, and I told them that you went to some games this morning. So I guess.
Did you tell them what games?
Well, I didn't tell who, but we went to women's rugby, lacrosse. It's a thing with a weird stick. They're kicking.
You know,
it was lacrosse. They
first
with the net and they just throw it. So
when we were first chatting online, I asked her if she was a sports fan.
You know, I don't think I answered that question because I don't remember the question. And I certainly didn't try to tell you I was, because I wouldn't. And I think you got an answer to a different question.
I don't know.
Do. He's thinking I said I lied to him. I did not.
She didn't lie. She was generous with her truth.
No, I will go to things. I just don't go crazy. I need to be at things.
This is one of my favorite things to bug her about.
I didn't lie. I don't think we had that confrontation. Sorry, you started off. Yes, Maggie.
That's all right. She did take me and let me sit in the car and watch the game from the car, which, you know, it's good.
It was fun. All right, so back to what I have to talk about, then I'm gonna start sewing. So we've opened up the second week of our retreat, and the second week means it happens first. So March 31st through April 4th. The second week is actually the week before the one that we just sold out of, which is the one we've been talking about. So April 7th through 11th is sold out. And I'm now going to start looking for places that will accommodate larger groups. So hopefully we can all stay together. But this is what we're doing for April, which will be lots of fun. But honestly, it's limited on what's available with that one still, because we got a few.
Have you announced there's a fall retreat in 2026?
There will be a fall retreat.
Because if you haven't, you have now.
I have now. More details to be announced during the retreat, this retreat in April. Just know that I'm trying to do it twice a year. That's my goal. But I'm looking for a facility that will be just as awesome, but more accommodating for larger groups. So more of us can get together. But like I said, there is still openings on the March 31st through April 4th. And both of these are weeks surrounding Easter. So this is the week before Easter, and then Easter falls, and then the next week is this one that's sold out. So I don't know if that helps you guys, just know before and after Easter. Okay, so I went to something, I'm going to be putting a video out. I went to a place called Helping Hearts. It is here in my county, really close. The gal, I met a gal. I should see somebody. Piper barking. I met a gal at my guild that works with this. And long story short, I went and visited their location on Monday. I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday. And I did a somewhat of a tour. They were super, super busy because they actually were at the Garden of Quilts over the weekend. So Monday following, they were just like trying to let the dust settle from taking stuff in. But they're a charity. They take donations of any kind. They're looking for fabric donations as well as monetary donations. They can pretty much, the landlord gives them a really good deal on their building, and they're looking to expand because they need more room. But Riley Blake, as well as others, donate a lot of fabric to them, and they could still use fabric donations, but they don't get batting, and they have to pay their own rent. The landlord pays their utilities though, and gives them rent at half off. So I mean, that's amazing. They still have to come up with money. So I am thinking I'm going to try to coordinate something with the retreats that we might do a day of service where we go in there and sit and sew, and we can either bring a certain color scheme that they ask for, or we can use their fabric, and it'll just will help them out that way too. But I'm going to post a video and tell you how you can help them if it's something that speaks to you. And it's refugees all over the place. Let's see if I can find, oh, I can't. I made everything a video and I won't find it in the videos here. Watch for the video to come out. Might be tomorrow, but there'll be a video on it. But we're going to start partnering with them, and eventually there'll be a direct link on our website so you can see that. But I would like to do like a service day with the retreats, and maybe we'll do one with each one. It won't take part of your retreat away. It'll be like a day before or after, probably before, because retreats start on Tuesday. So it might be on a Monday if you come into town early. Yeah, I just told it to you, but I'm still trying to work out the details. But anyway, you'll be hearing more about Helping Hearts, what that is. I'm going to market in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, I will be doing the Stitch-uation from Houston, and you will be here feeding my dog medicine with a nebulizer. He's so thrilled.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't think you have to. You don't have to do the nebulizer. I don't think that will happen because she won't let you hold her.
Exactly.
She won't let you hold her.
If I had to try and hold Piper to do the nebulizer, I'm sure Piper would have a heart attack, and I would too.
But you know what? She's been trying to get your attention. She almost climbed on your lap the other day, and it was so cute.
She doesn't mean she likes me.
Does.
And when you're gone, she still tries to bite me if I get too close.
Don't do this to her face.
No, I'm like 3 feet away, and she tries to bite me.
She's very, very protective of me, and even when I'm not there, I guess.
No, she's a
good dog. She's good. They have a love-hate. They agree to coexist.
Yeah.
Okay, so Monday sale. We're going to show the cat fabric that I had just shown. He just listed it too. Sunbonnet. is here. I already showed it to him, but I'll show him again. And you love it, and you're going to. It is really cool.
You know, I love this because it makes because it kind of it looks like stained glass.
It does. And what cool, and I
And-
think I mentioned before, but the colors in here and the stained glass look, there are solid bolts of just colors that have this. There's no cat in it. It's just the stained glass breaking glass look.
There's a blue, a purple, and a turquoise.
And a black.
The black is swirled circles, so it's a little bit different.
Oh, but it is part of the line. I didn't realize
And
that.
then there's stripes.
It's a border print.
No.
Yes.
Well, okay. I'm going to go with what you say. It's called fractal stripe, is the name of it, and they are
Anyway.
horizontal stripes. Anyway,
So
I didn't know that it was a border print. I just went with the name of it.
he just entered it on a computer.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
don't
now
know.
available on softsquares.com. We are getting more things in there for pre-sale, getting more new fabric lined up to come in. And so the new fabric like that, we're going to try to have it available for pre-sale. Harry Potter comes next month. Grab it before it's gone. It's so cute.
It's on the pre-sale now, so you could buy it now.
Yeah, and all you're doing is
Reserve it.
paying like what, 99 cents
99 cents a yard or
until to hold it, and then you'll be billed before we ship it. So you're not paying for all of it. You just committing that you want it. Anyway, so Monday, I have a bunch more fabric that I picked up when I was at Ready Blake.
wait, what?
The ones that are on the table, nothing new, but they haven't seen
Okay,
it.
see this? I don't go upstairs much, and she's like, "Oh, it's on the table, like I've seen it."
You have seen it.
No, I
I
don't
think we
think so.
talked about it.
No, like just like we talked about sports when we were
Well,
before we got married.
evidently.
Evidently the same.
Oh my goodness.
You know how fun it is to push your buttons. Anyway,
Anyway, so I picked up more fabric when I was at Ready Blake. So I've got some bundles of yardage and quarters, fat quarters, and some jelly rolls but that's where I got this from the Ready Blake warehouse when I was there last week for their garden of quilts and their shop owner track. And I'll have more of that to show you on Monday.
Maggie's not going to join us Monday.
But you guys probably know this, but you can always rewatch it, and you have till Saturday to place an order. Meaning you still have till tonight to review last Sunday or Monday's or stuff. And if you want something, we'll honor the price as long as we have it. Next week, Shannon will not be here, so it's us and possibly Shannon's daughter and Shannon's friend Shannon. I don't know, but I think you're taking score again. It's got to be you.
It's got to be me.
Yeah.
No one else in the world can do it.
No, unless
Okay.
Starla wants to volunteer from afar.
No, we like Starla. We don't want to do that to her again. That's a nightmare waiting to happen.
So our storage container gets delivered Monday afternoon, so it's gonna be chaotic when we're
Mhm.
doing the live. And if anyone lives in the area wants to come
Is
build
Miss
some
Roxy
shelving,
on?
I haven't seen her.
Okay.
So Roxy, when you see this, call us. She has a grandson that might be interested. So we could use some builders to help build some shelving units and move fabric
Yeah.
next week.
We're paying, but not a lot, but we're paying whoever we get.
Starla, you're fine. We're just teasing you.
Yeah, no.
I
oh, wait.
appreciate. She says she can't because the internet's on. Oh, you can't.
No,
Oh, you are.
Starla.
You are. Well, anyway, you're not going to worry about
No worries at all.
it. Yeah, I miss Shannon already. Okay, so let me back up.
You know what she did? She went on vacation without getting an authorized memo from me.
She did. She just said, I'm off. And she marked a whole week on the calendar.
I didn't approve that.
I
Did
know.
you approve it?
So he and I are supposed to be leaving on a cruise, like today, leaving to get there on the cruise. So she's going to be gone the exact time that we were supposed to be on vacation.
And why are we not on the cruise?
Because somebody needed surgery, but at least we didn't lose out on this one like we did the other one. They're just letting us schedule it later because it's not up to the last minute. Roxy, you'll know in about an hour. Okay,
Yeah,
call us.
So
Call us.
Roxy, we could use him a good part of the day, and like I said in the text, we'll pony up some money to have him here.
So that was, yeah, we need some help, and that'll be great. All right, so I think I've hit everything that we need to talk about other than the contest So I guess I'll tell you about it, but I'm going to stay on here and keep sewing. So I hope you guys can stay on here with me and hang out with me for a little bit.
Can I sit right here while you sew?
You can.
Really? Can you get to your sewing machine
I can.
comfortably?
No.
Yeah.
That was your goal, huh?
Yeah. I'm going to have to leave when she starts sewing.
Okay, this really pretty jelly roll called Forest Village. All these really pretty colors. They're florals. I could open it.
You never open a jelly roll.
I know, I could open and take the glare off of it, but
Nah. It's more fun with the glare.
It is nice surprise, whoever will get this. Okay, so the way you enter this contest is do not do it in the chat. You have to wait till the video is done and then go into the comment section of the video, the public comments. And you have to leave a word, and I'll tell you what the word is in a sentence so it doesn't look like you're just throwing the word out there. We want to make it so those who watch the video are rewarded and get to participate in this. So it's fair to those who watch the video. And you have to be a subscriber of Softsquares through YouTube. You have to like the video, have a US mailing address. We will also ship to Canada. Obviously, you need to be over 18. So that's all that it takes. I will announce the winner. You have till Friday to enter the word in the comments. And next Saturday, I will announce the winner of the Jelly Roll and hopefully start a new contest for our 8,000. And I'm going to probably add some more things to this because that's a big milestone. Okay, so I need a word. And I started to write one down and I didn't get very far. So let me.
Can I tell you what the word is?
Sure.
You know the word.
It's not grease.
Oh, well then no.
We've done that one.
How many of you were on when I gave the word of the week one time? Lynne looked at me and said, well, what's the word for the contest? And I said, grease is the word.
Grease is
and
the
she
word.
about died. I don't know if any of you
I
saw
about
that.
killed you. You about died.
Well, yeah, but she was shooting darts at me through the eyes. Like, I can't believe you just said that. And I'm like, she asked what the word was. Grease is the word. Anyway.
All right.
If you find that one, that one's pretty funny to watch her get mad at me. What? I didn't even try and antagonize her with that. That just came out naturally. So.
Yeah, you do that really well naturally.
Yeah.
Okay, so the word is that's too easy. That's too easy. Did not accidentally enter without even knowing.
Okay.
The bears is what Becky said. Did not accidentally enter without even knowing.
Okay.
The bears is what Becky says. Let's put bears. Forget the word bears. Just bears.
Oh my goodness, Maggie, you have a word of a week now.
Bears, B-E-A-R-S. We have to use it in a sentence. And that was a fun one.
So that's not going to be obvious when people are using bears randomly in sentences.
You can use it in any context and any spelling that you would like. It does not have to be the animal.
Like the Bears are always looking up at the Packers in the standings.
Bear with the Packers.
Gotcha on that one, Maggie.
Like I said, retreats that's half sold out too. So that's if you're interested at all in that second week, all you do is put the deposit down. We will work with you on payments. It's something we'll easily do that. Advents, please don't forget your advents. Pay your advents off and tell people about them. I am making a certain number of advents, and until they're gone, they're available. So some companies take your pre-orders and then build based off of that, but they also have an early cutoff date. I don't do that. And this year I expanded my number and we're still getting found and discovered. So we still have some. So the point is tell your friends. And if you are someone who's thinking about it, it's still available until it's not. And the B box is 25 days of advents that you're unwrapping. You also get a personalized item and you still have time to tell us what you want your personalized item to be because his son is making that item. And so we have a bigger window.
Can we clarify that?
Yeah.
They can't tell us what the personalized item is. they can tell us what name they'd like on the
Oh,
personalized.
sorry. You can tell us what you'd like on the item. And then
It's like if they told us they'd like a car as their personalized item, that would be very hard to put in a box.
no, if it's a match card. Matchbox.
Ooh, you got me there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the 12-day box is half the price, 12 days. And I'll be doing opening video starting December 1st, and you'll get to see those. There are some projects, not as many as last year. And it's all geared towards quilters. So I hope you'll like that, and go back and watch the last year's and the year before box openings if you want to see what those are. But please tell us what you would like. Anyway, give us some feedback, but go back and see that and then order it before you can't. But they are there until they're gone. So, hey, I'm gonna start sewing. Mr. Fix It. I divided this into two sections. So here's my outline of what I want to do. I'm gonna sew big strips and then cut them and then put the orange solid between them. It's gonna be super easy. But here's the fabric that will be the orange strips between. And this is the backing fabric. And depending on how big this gets, I possibly will have a border on it.
He's right, you know.
What?
Matchbox cars would be hard to personalize.
No, you just need a little soldering iron and you can like draw on the bottom of it. Bye, Tracy. Thanks for joining us.
Okay.
Pat joined us. Your grandson's birthday
Pat.
party. Don't forget, we helped Quilts of Valor goes to Pat. And we have stuff for that too. Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to leave. Bye.
You will see him Monday, though. He will be on camera on Monday. Watch as he stands up. It's hard being this sexy, but I'm a chubby, bearded man, and I can't help it. His rehab, he was focused on these
She
funny
wanted
shorts.
me to wear these in public.
Mhm.
No. They get worn around the house, and that's it. Anyway.
And a square stitch teeny handwriting. There you go, Marlene. Hi. Okay. Well, we're doing a contest for this. You have to rewind to learn how to enter for this. And we've not hit 8,000 yet, but next week I hope we'll be announcing that contest winner. You have to claim it, by the way, to get it. So you have to watch next week to see if you won and then claim it. Okay. So let's start sewing. And I don't know about you guys. I haven't played with the Jelly Roll since springtime when I was with Leanna, so it's been a while. He's
You don't need to worry about me.
He's doing well. He's making noises.
Pay no attention to the man behind you.
Right. Again, I'm just going to sew groups together. Going to try to keep them in order and keep my bias together just because it's an even thing. And off I go. Oh, I love my juice. You call your husband your pot-bellied stallion. That's cute. Yeah. It's fun to poke fun of him. So yeah, the container comes on Monday. And I don't think I'll be able to show you anything about it because I have to be hardwired to do the live. And I can't walk over there. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm just going to do 2 at a time. You need a Tilda Wallflower Jelly Roll. And, oh, you used, sorry, and dropped off at the quilters. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll take a picture of what they're doing with the container and give you at least an update on Monday. I've never been so excited for an ugly metal box before, but I am. How am I keeping it looking back from that far? It's actually not too far. I have a line right here. And then I also have the foot. So it works. I haven't been sure how to use this fabric. It's just been a challenge. I think this will be good. Let's see Piper. So I have to tell you, I'm not a big popcorn eater, but lately I have been. Tony, you look at the shop in the metal box, yeah. Lately I have been craving popcorn, and I really like the cheese and caramel combo and boom chicka pop. I love this, and any combination of cheddar and caramel. So even if I'm not hungry, I've been having fun with popcorn. So, Pat, you missed kind of a lot of little things. You missed the fun of me trying to figure out why you guys couldn't hear me for 5 minutes. I'm working with a new charity called Stitching Hearts, and I'm going to tell you more about that in the weeks to come. There'll be a video coming out about that. And those who come to the retreat, we're going to talk about maybe doing a service day before the retreat starts. So if you come in early, that might be something we do where we go over to their place. They do a lot of refugee stuff and homeless. How big of a quilt will your Jelly Roll make? I don't know. This is me just sitting and sewing. I don't have a plan other than I want to make the rows, which is obviously more of a plan than sometimes I have. I don't know how big it's going to be yet. I'm going to make it as wide as I can. Let's see. We shall see. I'm going to turn the iron on. And it's easier to keep the rows straight when you're doing 2 at a time versus take one and keep adding to it. Sometimes it will bow. You're sewing blocks into tops for a charity here in Texas that gives a quilt to a family whose loved one has passed away in the hospital. It's called Covered in Love Organization. Oh. Do you guys do you take like their clothes and make almost like a memory quilt with the things, or is it just a really pretty quilt with a really good meaning behind it? It'll be hard to make something with their personal items short notice. Don't forget to help Pat out with her quilt to Valor. It's always looking for stuff. Help sewing and with materials. You can donate blocks and flimsy tops. You can also donate fabrics, and we have 2-yard cuts of the fabric that she wants available for sale at softsquares.com, and it is a discount for you guys. Speaking of, I think I mentioned this before, I have some really pretty patriotic batiks coming. I don't remember what month. First of the year. I ordered a bunch of different batiks to come staggered throughout the year. We also have a bunch of, hopefully we'll have a lot more to show you in October. Obviously, it's not going to happen until after I come back from market because there's just too much going on. You're looking forward to some movie theater popcorn. Okay, I didn't know that Downton Abbey had made a movie. Okay, I used to watch it until I got busy and then I didn't have access to it, and I've been out of touch, so I didn't realize. Butter flavored canola oil and flavol salt. I'm not saying it right. Yeah, I've gone for years without having any popcorn, but now I gotta have this one. It's like yum, 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 yum. So my jelly roll has 42 pieces. There's 2 that were white strips. I just took those out. I didn't even want the white strip in there. It has a print to it, but I didn't want them. In fact, I'll show you the white. So this is a print that's on several of the fabrics that are in here, but just being white, I just took it out. So that puts me down to 40 pieces. And then I split it into 2 sections because most things were doubled. And if not, I was still able to make equal bundles. So I'm going to make just one section, the 120 strip section, and see what I can do. And then I'll feel like I'm accomplished because I will have more done. Is anybody else here working on Jelly Roll today? Bring it to the retreat. Is Tony still in here? Tony, I'm not sure if you got the memo about Denise, but email us if you have a question. I don't know if she's still in here or not. You are. Awesome. So Denise in the retreat. So email us if you need to know how to do that, but she's good. I'm so glad she can come. I was worried about her not being able to make it because she had a little bit of a struggle. All right. Time to switch my bobbin out. Been using these pre-wound bobbins because I have a ton of them. And this machine takes the same size as my claw. So yay. What have we done? No, Tony, she is, yeah, she's able to go. Oh, thank you, Becky. I'm a jewel tone girl. I look better in jewel tones, and I know that. And I try to buy jewel tones, but I have a lot of pink and a lot of purple and a lot of blue. And sometimes I just need variety. I bought a brown shirt the other day. I can't tell you the last time I had something brown. We'll see. So, Marlene Hinton is going to be at the Marlene retreat because there's another Marlene coming. I love sewing. I love it when I finally get doing it. Up until then, I tend to get preoccupied with other things. So I sometimes just have to make myself do it. But I love it. I don't like to stop. But I also feel like I just have a lot on my plate, and I wish I could. So, hoping to change that. Is anybody going to be in Houston in 2 weeks? Now, I'm not talking quilt festival. I'm talking quilt market, or even if you're not going to market, if you're in Houston or near close enough, you can meet me. I'm going to be there only for market part, which is a week before the festival, because I'm going to get back and do the Advent boxes. And I will have gotten everything I needed by meeting with the vendors at the market. So I will not stay for that one. I am going to try to go to QuiltCon in Raleigh, though. So that is my goal. Just put that on my schedule. And I also have that I would like to try to go to Paducah. I want to explore these other things. Well, Deborah, the way that the retreats work is you will probably want to fly in or give yourself a lot of time for a road trip, but we will provide transportation to and from the airports. So you just got to get yourself here after you signed up, but the you don't need a car when you're here, and we take you everywhere you need to go. And most of the people last time, actually, yeah, pretty much everybody. One person drove in, everyone else flew in. And then we had a local person, just Roxy, actually, she's in here, who came up. They did all the driving, and so did Marlene. We need to go to Grand Rapids. You see all the lint I'm getting from the pinked edges of my gel roll? I think not a great flyer. I understand that. Not everybody is. Okay, now I'm confused. I should not have one left over. That means maybe I put the extra one in this one. Oh dear. Oh, okay. There's only 19 in each group. That's because I took the white. Okay, so this is only 40 piece roll. Okay, I feel better. I know what's going on. And I'm going to put this last little piece right here. Yeah, alphabetics is one of the many ways you can mark your fabrics. They're just little tiles. In the shop, I have the Lori Quilts sew stickers, and they are numbered, and they're just a tiny little sticker. I also have pins and clips. I just got something brand new I think we just got listed. I can't even think what it's called. I don't have it here, but they have teeny tiny stickers. I think we just got listed. I can't even think what it's called. I don't have it here, but they have teeny tiny stickers that you can put on your clips. So you can use your own clips, and then you can put the sticker on there to identify what that pile is. So, but they're tiny stickers that are the size that are on your other clips. So that's new, but yeah, there's lots of, and Alphabet has a couple different packets. You can get an expansion pack and different colors. So they're good. They're all good. Just different ways to use them. One bell changes the whole concept. Am I not talking about did I read into the whole thing? Where's the end? Where's the end? Oh my gosh. I'm really fuzzy. I'm gonna try to keep these kinda in order. Yes, they're on the website. They're under Notions Pins and Needles, because even if they're not a pin or needle, you'll find them there. You use them with that stuff. So they're marking tools, something like that. But yes, I know that's one of those things. Where do we put it? Logically, it kind of makes sense with pins and needles. Anyway, okay, here's the other thing that I'm just not touching yet. Oh. Yeah, you could. The alphabeties are a lot bigger than the clip. If you get like one of the longer clips, that might work because then you have some leverage. I'm just pressing everything in one direction. This is my favorite iron. I don't sell them because they're so expensive, but if you guys want one of these, and even in the pretty color, I can order it for you. So just let me know. But I don't, they're not, it stays hot. And this is the quilter version, because at my other area, I have a black one, which is the only one that I knew of. It's by Panasonic. And this one says for quilting, and it gets hotter and stays on longer. So the automatic shut off is awesome, but I noticed with the other one I use across the room, it shuts off before I'm ready. And that's probably because it must have a longer timer on it. So wooden clothespins on alphabeties. Yes, that would be awesome. Deborah, did you see Tony's comment? Although the retreat you're going to, Tony, is full. It would be a great idea. But she'd have to sign up for the other week. That's why I would like to get us all in the same place. Okay, those of you who are with me at their last retreat didn't remember any of this. The gal who owns the retreat center, she has a little, like a boutique that's kind of, she's in the middle of building it out. So right now she's kind of in the big open space and she's only there sporadically. So she came in and she opened it up while we were there, and she has really cute vests and jackets and like jogging suits. They're all quilting or quilted. She has them made for her, and they are so cute. And my sister, I know she bought a pair of purple pants, and I want to say Marlene might have picked up something. All I know is I wanted to pick one up, and they couldn't find one. But they're kind of like baggy pants, but with all these patchwork pockets on it, and it's, I don't know if they're pockets, but just patchwork, and it's purple drawstring, really cute. Well, Shannon washed them, and she turned the whole load purple. So her pretty pink Soft Squares t-shirt is now purple because it was in that load. So any of you that bought things that day, just know you might want to definitely treat your fabric before you put it in with others. I'm going to just tell these as I go so I don't lose track of it. You go to both of you could. You know what? It is a possibility. I know it's hard to do it, but if someone wants to hit both, you can. You definitely can. And we're still working on how things are going to work between the two retreats. And so if it's possible, we may be able to help you guys with lodging if you come in a day early, because we will technically have the facility. We're still trying to work on how that's going to work. So if this, let us know if that's something that you guys end up doing. And if not, what you guys did last year will be probably the plan. There is a hotel near us, and you can stay anywhere you want, but the one near us is what Tony and Marlene used. It was Denise that bought it. Tell Denise to tell her granddaughter, wash it in cold water with a color catcher before it washes with anything else to help set the color. But definitely don't do a load of other things. They are so cute. But like I said, she has a purple Soft Squares t-shirt now. Pink shirt in that load. And there's so much dye in there. It is evenly distributed. It's not looking like it's tie-dyed or anything. I mean, there was a lot of things. Her husband had a dress shirt that was in there. She said it was green to start out with. And she goes, I don't even know what color it was. And I'm thinking something muddy. Anyway, they just threw it away because there was no saving it. But they're super cute, and I'm pretty sure she'll have her shop probably even open officially when we come back. I could just stay in your shed. Yeah. Actually, you could. You get here. You could stay in my shed. My shed and the container would be so full. Okay, I have to show you guys a picture on my phone because I do remember I have this. This was FedEx delivering some stuff earlier this week. Can't see. All right, let's see if I can make it so you guys can see without all the fingerprints on there. All right. This is looking out of the garage with FedEx delivering 12 boxes. And 8 of those 12 were shelving units, but still there's freight just stacked right there. And we're kind of busting it. The shed. We're going to rearrange a little bit, but yeah, the shed is. Okay, let me see if I can find something for the place that I went. You may have to. Yeah, it's not working. Sorry, guys. I want to show you that Stitching Hearts. Oh, I guess it's called Stitching Hearts. I was calling it the wrong thing. My bad. Not a surprise. I call everything the wrong thing. So this is what they have. So they have all that fabric that's been donated to them. And then people come in and they've got machines there and you can sew. And then they have, this is that charity I was telling you about. And then on the other side of the room, they have, let's see, work tables And then there's more shelving, and that's where the finished things go. And so they're looking to expand because they're just very tightly in this space. Stitching Hearts is what it's called. Sorry. There'll be a video and links on the website, so we'll talk more. But so that's something you might have missed, Pat, but that's did I do that wrong? Yeah. Oh well. A little tiny floor in there, a little bit of space. You can sit upright and fall asleep. Bring you one of those camping chairs. We don't even have extra rooms in our house to offer. Oh, it's just so crazy around here. How many of you are working on? Tony, we kind of know where everything is. It depends on who you're talking to. And come in to bury it. But yeah, it's great. Anyway, how many, are any of you guys working on fall quilts for the contest? I know it's still kind of early. I think Rhonda's posted 2. That might be it so far. Gotta go on a river cruise. Oh, nice. The river cruise in Chicago is pretty. It's yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give you history of the city and the buildings around there. It's architecture marvel. it's really cool. Good luck and have fun, Maggie. Enjoy. Right, now we're gonna do this one. I'm kind of boring to watch, I'm sorry. But I do talk to myself when I'm sewing, so we have a little conversation. Anybody working on those? She posted 7? Oh, I haven't seen those. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, and every entry you have in this Facebook contest, every item gives you 1 entry, and it's a random drawing, so that many more chances to win. Let's see. Oh, let's see what I've done. I might work something out. We'll see. The fall deadline is the end of the month. Most deadlines are the end of the month. Once in a while, we will extend it. We're trying to give you guys more than a month's notice. Jamie helps me with those contests, and she and I are brainstorming on what we're going to do for next year, and we're going to try to give you guys like a 6-month, at a time or something like that, update of what's coming up, so you can look up stuff. So you guys hopefully are at least getting most of 2 months. Excuse me. Autumn's so long with that workshop. Nice. Tony. The deadline. The deadline is the end of the month. It's always the last day of the month, unless we announce that we extend it for some reason, but it's always the last day of the month. No reason to extend this one. Is my machine really loud? So Pat, does that mean you're about to post one? Can't wait to see. Jeannie, yes. I appreciate her stepping in and helping me. These are not even getting pressed the same direction, and it really doesn't matter, but it's kind of what I thought I would do. But since I wasn't paying attention, they're just being good to lay flat. I think this turned off. No, here's the. Oh, it did. It cooled down. Okay, well, heat up. I leave it for too long, and it will turn itself off. This is so fun. So these two need to be in opposite places. It's going to bug me. So I'm going to switch these two end ones, switch around at some point. Iron have good seam. I use it dry. I've always used steam, and then I have heard a lot of people say that they don't like steam, and because it can spit, and also I get so warm, the steam. I don't need to add to that, and it keeps the machine cleaner. So I just, when I got this machine, I just decided I'm going to this iron. I'm going to let it run dry, keep it dry, and it presses really well without steam, and it gets super hot. It's awesome. And my other one, I have put water in it, and it was fine. It did really well. So it's definitely a high quality iron with a big water well. You need steam with a long arm. It will take steam. I mean, yeah, it works really well. Like I said, my other one, I have used steam in it, and then I just stopped. But there was no reason for it other than I was too warm. And I thought I'd try it without steam because I've heard people say that they liked it, and it's been good for me. Big rainbow is fun. Don't. I can feel the resistance, so I'm not pulling too hard. There's no back stitching, and I'm done. I would not do this to batik. Batik is too fragile. It would ripples. Here's the one way using a seam ripper or avoiding a seam ripper. There we go. Oh, no cord. Yeah, I understand that now. It is really nice. That's why I got it, because of the no cord. And I would be fighting it, especially here because I'm right-handed and it's having to be on the left side. Yeah, you can use irons to block your stuff. Yeah. Okay, so I need some boom chicka pop. I don't know if you can see this or not. This one, this whole bottom part is a steam well. So if hers is like this, which I'm guessing it is, this is where you pour the water in, right here. But this whole bottom part is a water well. That makes me feel better. Looking better. I should look into the Euro steam iron. I've heard of the Laura Star iron. That's a whole system, which I can't imagine how that would even work with the long armor. But that's definitely a steam iron system. This Euro steam. Haven't heard. I decided I want this strip to be here, going into that. But then what comes next? What comes next is this. So I'm thinking maybe I need to transition it with this one because it's getting the orange and going back into color. Yeah, 200 sounds about right. They're I made a rail fence quilt not that long ago. Super easy. There are several books that are just for photos. I actually saw a really cute pattern. I don't remember where I saw it at. So I'm like, oh, I won't try to find it. I can't remember. I'm just going to do this because it's kind of quick and easy and rather than trying to figure out the order. But I need mindless, you know. So I saw a new doctor this last week, and they're going to try to figure out why I'm so heat intolerant. I would love an answer. Well, thanks for those of you that are still hanging out with me. I know you guys probably have things to do. Don't feel like you have to hang out, but thanks for what you give me. I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna combine the Stitch-uation with a project because it's National Jelly Roll Day, and I wanted to sew, and I like having company. This one. It's going to be sitting right next to the house, and they are going to run power into it. We are going to have lights, which is what we have in the shed. We've run power into that, but it's obviously not a lot of power. We're not going to, do a whole lot out there. We're just basically using the container for storage, and we need to see. But that's that plan. So yes, but we will shut the power off anytime we're not in it. So the power is not going to be active, live power. If that makes sense. No matter. How do you use your subscriber count? What? Oh, how close? Sorry, 7. I need 7. Everybody, tell your husbands subscribe. And hopefully next week is the week. We got a lot of people this last week. Monday drew a lot of attention, and that's good. But we surprisingly came close. Aw, thanks. I know that there's lots of YouTubers on today, probably more than normal. I appreciate you hanging with me. I'm kind of boring, I think, when I get to this part more than normal. Just getting so. I've got several projects behind me that you probably saw when I moved this. They're just I'm in the middle of or about to start. And then I have several other mini projects that I've already gathered everything together, got them in the project zipper bags, and they're in the shelving units behind me. I wonder if you can see any from here. You kind of can. Right here. Are a bunch of projects, just need to grab it and start working on it. So it's good. Nice. I was impressed I was able to make a quilt while Martin was in rehab. I just, I don't know, I was not there sitting idle very much. I did get one made, and that was out of the panel quilt. Plug-in AC, future plans to create a sewing video studio in the shed. So the shed, I don't know its dimensions, but it's, I don't know, I'd say 20 by 20 or something like that. It's not tiny, but it's not very big. So we've got the 3 sides lined with shelving units, and then there's the door on the other 4th side, and then a cut table. And you could stand in the middle and kind of turn around, and that's about it. So not a lot of room in there. But we do have a window air conditioning unit in it. We used to have fans, and now it actually has a window air conditioning unit because it has a window right there at that table. And I use a very large swamp cooler. Keep in mind, we're in the desert, so we need humidity. And this swamp cooler is industrial, and it's Marlin's son. And he has used it when he had his shop for welding and the man cave. And right now a lot of his stuff is just kind of here hanging out in storage. So he is allowing me to use it, and he said he has another one, which means we're going to use it for the shed. But the plan for that, or the container, but the plan for that is there's not going to be room for it inside. We're going to have the door open and then it sitting outside the door, blowing in when we're in there. And that's almost how it works right now with the other one. It's in the garage, but it's not like right next to us. It's you have to be able to walk around and stuff. So we'll probably do something very similar, but it will just sit outside the container and turn it on when we need it. But the shed does have a little window unit. It just got a little window unit a month ago. It's so cute. I was very happy that they decided just to put one in. They, meaning the boys, Martin. All right, so I don't love this. I guess this is how it's gonna go. Do I want to do it? Yes, I want to do it this way. All right. I need a pole barn where it's 2 stories and you use a pole to get up and down. Help me out. I'm pretty sure there's an ordinance that you can't go any taller than what we've got. Marlene, you just made my day. You just got me giggling. Yeah, we are in a subdivision. I think we have about a 1/4 acre, so maybe a 1/5. We are not in the country, but we're not in like townhouses or something that's super close. But yeah. Although Starla, if we buy the house next door, which will never happen, which is the house I want, then it wouldn't matter because that's the shed's between the 2 houses. So yes, you guys should have the Midwest region. Marlon was actually, he was teasing, but he goes, I think we should have like ship stations where we ship to a central point and people have to go there to pick up their stuff. Like, that doesn't make sense. But it's kind of the same concept as a regional location that things ship out of. But yeah, we have that waiting for us. We have other people that would love to house our fabric because everyone's just dying to have that take up their space. I think my iron cooled down again. It did. I let it sit too long. I've been talking. Hi, Terry. I'm so glad you're still here. Send up a tea care. I don't think we'd see it again, Starla. I have a feeling you'd be over there petting it, and it might just end up in your stash. Yeah, we're getting boutiques. So I hope you guys are as excited about them as I am. I kind of come and go on the boutique phase. The Righty Blake are the boutiques that I plan on carrying the most of because I like their basics. And the stuff I ordered was just last week when I was at the Garden of Quilts. I met with my rep and we looked at the stuff that's coming next year. And I only looked at boutiques, honestly. But they have some new boutiques where they almost look like cotton as far as the printing, because it's a very fine line. Instead of it being kind of watercolor and muted. I mean, it still has that as a background instead of it being kind of watercolor and muted. I mean, it still has that as a background, but then you'll see like these lines here. You'll see stuff like that in the boutique. It's like, cool. They're getting a little more sophisticated in their, you know, what they can do. Yes, you guys help Marlon out. He does need more help than me. My lips are so dry. And I know better, but I need my lip stuff. Oh. And there it is. Morning. Are you working on a jelly roll? I can't remember if you said earlier. Yeah. Started saying you can't really mix regular cotton with tea. I personally don't like it, but there are people that say mix them. Mix it with, just mix all of your quilting fabrics, cotton and all that. I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess there's really no rule anymore. If you like it and it will wash the same, I say make it. I think I'm done with this first pass. A bigger ironing surface is easier, but I can work in any little spot. I don't feel like going across the room to where I have that big ironing surface. I can do everything right here. I used to have no options, and I just made it work. Okay, so here's half of the jelly roll. And then technically, these two, which have the same print, I don't like that, would be neighbors. I'm wondering if I should add that white strip there just to put something between them. See, these two together are not what I'm gotta think about this. Oh. Okay. Thank you. I have, this is the other half of the jelly roll, which I want to make it look almost like this. There's a few here and there that are slightly different, but it's basically going to make two of these. I have this I'm going to use for my yardage, for my strips, so it will go between the rows. And I think there's quite a bit. So I'm wondering if I should, because this particular color is not actually in here. So I'm wondering if I should cut a strip of this and use the white, or if it's going to look to give two more strips between the fabric that's the same. Does that make sense to you, babe? So I would put the white on this side, I think, and then the red. That's actually the order it will go. And then this fabric will come over here. What do you guys, tell me what you think of this. I do not like those two fabrics being next to each other, but I don't see anything to rearrange. So this is the thought, that it would look like this when I'm done. I have these two solids, even though they have a print to them here. And this is going to be used in my, I'm not using this one. I just, any peach left. No. There's this white one. Well, there's this whole section right here, but I want to make it to be a big quilt, and it will just double that. And I need it for over here. But, oh, there's a lot of peaches. There's 4 in this one. Okay. I think, because like I said, some of them kind of got off. This one has 1, 2, 3, and then a red. This bundle has this one. That's weird. This is in the middle, or this is over here on the end. I wonder if I turned this. What did I do? I wonder if these are supposed. Okay, Lynn, let's see what you did. What if this is supposed to look just like this-ish when I'm done. So now I'm just curious what I have going. 1, 2, 3. Here. 6. I'm probably, yeah, I agree, Starla. That's why I pulled it out in the first place. Like, and if I did white, it would be in here, which is working. So anyway, this is how this is going to lay out. And I was hoping to sew these together in the same order, but I think I mixed them up because I wasn't paying attention. But by me laying them out like this, I can see how the jelly roll was supposed to lay out. And I did. I think this whole section right here, because here's the white one, which is this one. Not this one, it's this one. So this peach needs to be by the peach, I think. And then I still have this on the end, but I could put the white next to it. No. Okay, see, I haven't got to the whites yet. So here's the whites. And then the white, if I used it, would be in here somewhere. But maybe I like the peach too. This needs to be here on this row down here. So I am going to take this off right here and then turn the whole thing. Oh, ew. Okay, I have an idea. It would have just been so much easier if I had just put things exactly where they are. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use numbered clips or pins or something to keep me in the order that I want to see, because I kind of started out that way and then I was talking and I wasn't paying attention. So it really bothers me. So I'm going to move this to here. But anyway, we'll see what's happening. Do that. Turn it around and put this there. I have green right here. So what I want to do is something different. Oh, got it. I got it. Got it. Yeah. Oh, okay, so this is, I'm taking this off, even though I sold them in 2s. This is what I don't like. This is dark green, and that will break up transitioning into the other. I just solved my problem. See, I do short little tugs, and that's how I make sure I don't keep going and actually rip. So if I put this here, look how pretty that is. And then I put this here, and it has orange in it. It really does. And then we'll come over to this, will be on the end, and then these two will go over here. So we're going into green, and then it will catch up to this one that has a lot of green. I promise. I think it'll be good. I got this over the week, during the week. It's by Dritz. It is a gigantic tomato. It's a pincushion, and it's kind of Belor-ish. Look how cute he is. I got it at the guild. I won him. It's a pincushion. And anyway, that's what that's. Okay, so now I have edges to press. The strip prepper, I know. I'm a stripper. I just want to start cutting these so I can see what it's going to look like with my idea. Okay, so we have this and then this. This is black. Much better. I'm about 2.5, 2.25 right now. I'm also, no, I'm not. I'm using a regular 50 weight thread. If I were using the Effina thread by Wonderfill, which is the same thread as the confetti cotton thread by Reddy Blake. So let's see if I can find my things to show you. So Wonderfill is making a thread for Reddy Blake. So I got this thread sampler. So, and it shows me in here the weight of the confetti cotton. So this, I have a whole display with 40 colors of this, and there's 7 more new colors coming out soon. So anyway, this right here is only a 40 weight, and this is what they call, if you get it directly from Wonderfill, you get different colors, but it's called Elfina, Elfina, and it's 40 weight, which seems a little light, but it is strong and double gassed, which means there's no lint. It's run through the gassing thing twice to burn off any of the little frayed edges. It also has long Egyptian cotton, so the grains are really, grains is the right word, but the strings are really long, so you don't get a tiny lot of little ends to stick out anyway. And it lays really flat, but it's super strong, and it's ends to stick out anyway. And it lays really flat, but it's super strong. And it's also better at color saturation because of the process that it goes through. So the point is when you sew with this thread, they suggest lowering your stitch length because it is a finer thread. It also will help your seams to lay flatter because the thread itself is flatter. And I don't know that I'll be ripping if I do that because that is a tighter stitch, and I wouldn't be comfortable trying to tug on that. So to answer your question, regular thread and my regular stitch length is what I'm at, which is about 2.5-ish. Got lots of long threads from how I did that. So I just taught you guys what I learned last week. Some of it I knew, but the educators from Wonderfill were there, and we got to watch a video on their process and just fascinating. They're high quality thread. I really like them. Okay, so this goes here now, which means you have to be pressed. Yeah, get the runny blade. Yeah, get the runny blade red. I like it. It doesn't lint up that much. In fact, almost not at all because it is the way they find it. And it's strong. Try it. Yeah, I like it. Made a mess out of that one. It doesn't trust me that I'm not done sewing. It's having to regenerate, reheat. So if I just put this here, which I can do right now. I'll press. Bob, not sure. Took a class from Bob at Superior Thread. I think Bob sounds right. So, Righty Blake, again, they're working with Wonder Phil. They are getting bobbins. I think they're talking the first of the year. It's going to be the L bobbin, which my machine actually, no, does not take. It does not the L bobbin. Sorry, it's class 15. So they're getting the class 15 and the large B bobbin, which is meant for the newer Bernina models. And they're still trying to figure out how to make it so that oh no, I take it back. They did find out. So Marlene Hinton, you played with this at retreat. I believe it was you. That There's someone at your table. So sorry, I can't remember. But anyway, the large sample bobbin that they gave us. My box. Oh, gall. Anyway, they have a bee bobbin, but it's clear, so it doesn't have the little metal markings on it like the machines need to help tell it when it's full. And the machines at the retreat were reading it as empty, and it wasn't even there. So there is a way to use those bobbins, and that is there's a sensor or a setting in the machine you have to turn off, and that might be only something that's in the newer machines. I just know it's newer machines that it works best with. But it is the same as the Athena in the bobbins, and those are coming, I think, in January. We can start ordering them. But they're basically deco bob is what I've been told. Okay, so now look, we transition nicely, right? And when I put these two together, it continues to transition nicely. I can do that. But I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I'm just going to make a tube. And then I'll cut the tube up. And then I'm going to kind of like Bargello, where you're moving, where you break your seam. And then each row on my quilt be different. Wonderful is based in Canada. Thank you, Tony. This has been fun. This is only half of the jelly roll. I wanted to see it come together. They are pretty. Okay, now this is where I have no idea what I'm doing. And I should have had a better plan before I got here, because by cutting it open, even if I change where the line is, it's still only that wide because I haven't added the other half to make it twice as long. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this and then I'll see. Little seams I don't like. Tended to twist a little bit, didn't it? Now I'm getting fancy. I am. I'm going to have this big green mat down here, but because this table has this corner part, it only lines up over here, if that makes sense. And I need the cutting surface to go down here. So we're still dealing with a small surface, I guess. That's what it is. What it is. What it is. Go ahead, Pat. What's going on? Hey, Marlene. I'm making a jelly roll. Well, I made a jelly roll. No, you didn't make it. I'm using a video because you'll learn some things. Not about sewing. Just go back. All right. So I've got this tube. My thought was to change where it opens with each one. By the way, these are those two that I talk about where they're going to be kind of close, but I've broken up with the two greens and I think it did pretty good. So then it goes into the, anyway. You two Marlenes are going to get to meet each other in person. Okay, if I were to make this only this wide, all right, what's Pat's question? You're on your grandson's birthday party and granddaughter showed you a pic. It was a sweatshirt with chenille, spelled out words. She said it's a big thing right now. Okay, so chenille is actually kind of easy to make. You just need to layer it, and then there's a specialized tool that's a cutter that has like a stick that's underneath the round part, so it protects what's underneath, but you're cutting what's on top. So you only are cutting down as far as you want, not all the way through. So you're going to cut through the top 10, 5, 3 layers, whatever it is, and then the rest of it will fray. I hope that answers. Yeah, you can do that too. Get the look on your face I get with templates. So my dilemma is I only wanted to sew half of the jelly roll right now. The other half is right here. But I want to start assembling it. I don't think it's going to work unless I do this. Oh, wait, actually it could. It really could. Okay. I'm a little slow to this game. Okay, there's all these, and they're all this. I made them all 8 inches, and I had that little strip cover. So what I'm going to do, okay, I feel better. I have an answer. I'm going to, that's how I wrote. Going to extend and add this to that one, but I'm going to break it in a different place on each row so that it doesn't like make straight lines down, which could be cool too. But when I add the other roll, there's some slight variations in there and it's not going to line up. So my goal is these are 8-inch, and then I want to do the red strip or the orange strip, and then a different size strip, and then the orange strip, and then the 8-inch again. So every other row will be the 8 inches, and it will be this exact grouping. But I want them to be staggered. So I have a plan. This is going to work. It is yeah, I don't know how to do the lettering either. Honestly, I think this is how I would do it. I have no idea though. I would pencil on the shirt what you want, and then stitch around it with a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch all the way around. So it's completely enclosed, kind of like a buttonhole. And then you'll have all your layers there, and then you'll cut through the middle bit. The stitching is what's going to contain it, your straight stitch. And the letters, your own letters will be how you know where to go. Ah, starter's right. I bet there's a video on it. That's how I would do it if I had no idea. And I have no idea if it would work. Logically, it makes sense to me. I have done some chenille type stuff, but not what you're looking to do. Okay, so right now, here's 2 strips. And I'm kind of thinking it's longer than I need it to be. I have long arms, so this is actually pretty wide. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. No, I can't. Because I have 2 more that I can sew together to make 1 more row, and then I have 1. So if I take this one and part of these other 2, I get 3 equal strips. That's what I'm gonna do. This is where Lynne goes rogue, and she's just comes up with things. I know, it will make sense. It'll be pretty when we're done. All right. So how many? Okay, so there's 19 times 2 is 38 strips on each row. And I need to find another place on here I want to break. I think I should do it between. If it's original. No, because I have that. I don't want the ends to be that at all. No, because I have that. I don't want the ends to be that at all. Let's do it right here. This one. Right. Am I giving anyone a heart attack that hasn't seen me do this? Took Marlon a while to get used to that sound because he knows better. No stitches. All right. No stitches. All right. So I got 2 of these. And to do this one, I need 8 from each strip. So I'm going to do that and make it still look pretty. 8 from each side of the strip. That's how I do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is half of 19, and there's 3 19-inch strips. So to make, oh no, am I spinning? Sorry, guys. Darla, you said you were out in the mountains, the forest. Maybe? Did you? I'm sorry. I hope it isn't. Okay. Is that right? 8. No. I only need 4. I cannot do math right now. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh, yes, we're good. If we're not, I'm going to pretend I'm good. All right, so this means I need something that goes next to this. I'm making it really complicated for myself because I am special like that. If I do this and this, that means I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have extra. That's what I need. Good. Do this. Get what I'm doing. That works. Oh, whoa, it's my bobbin. Why? Oh, I am that before. Okay, so you are going to go on the end of this. Next to this is this. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is why I needed to put these two back. I promise there is some logic to what I'm doing. I can't talk to you right now. Ah, all right. So this. Where do you guys go? You're there. You're there. Oh no! Am I already off? Thanks, Marlene. I am. I'm super close to hitting a goal. Then we'll do a big drawing. So I'm going to say plan on next Saturday, but encourage everyone to sign up. We can get those last 7 subscribers so we can do it. Do a drawing or a contest, actually, for a teak fat quarter bundle, which is so pretty. You go. I had it straight until I didn't, and now I don't. And I don't remember what I was doing. Yeah. Nuts. I got the wrong one. I should not be left alone. This is what happens when I have a plan and I don't follow it or have it written down. And I think I can keep it straight. I bought a roll, but I haven't tried it. Are you still talking about Chanel stuff? Okay. So this one is all the longer it's going to be. This one and this one and this one are here, and I need to take something off. Something. Okay, I know how to make it easier for myself. I'm just sewing them all together as one big row, and then I'm going to break it at the interval that I need. And then I don't have to think about the pattern being there. It will be. I also don't have to count. Once. Done. Gone. Just struggling. Okay, so with this, after this came what? Because I started taking things off, I've got myself in. Okay. So what comes? There. Oh, there. Okay. That one. Oh, what is going on with my bobbin? It is like all over the place. You're not in your groove. Fortunately, it didn't look bad when it was going. Kind of like a big binding. I just want one big row right now, and I should have just done. I want to keep the pattern consistent, so that's my biggest obstacle is how do I, not interrupt the pattern. And here we go. This is the last of it, and what goes next to that is this. All right. Yay, one big piece. And then I'm gonna break it down to 3 equal sections. And I don't have to think about it, and they will have it done. Yay. I've tried to comment on YouTube videos, but the comments never show up. So, Marlene McPhee, do you see Starla's comment about trying to give you comments on your channel? I think that was your comment on it. All right, so are you close enough being what you should be? Nope, that's not right. This goes this, this, and not this. Okay, so what goes there? Is going to be this one. Just making it go together. I don't usually rip seams, which is why I don't use a seam ripper, but it's driving me crazy because I haven't done this much tearing apart in a long time. But I really want the pattern, and I kind of got off in a funny direction. But hold on a second. now that I have this, does not work. What? I have not been this confused in a long time. There's no orange through here. There needs to be an orange right there. Get off. Red, 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 red. Good. This. Ah, fixed. Thank you, Marty. This is a pretty lovely mix of color, and I determined to put them in a certain order and keep it that way. And I had a plan that wasn't very well executed, so I have been trying to fix my plan, and now I am back on track. We are back on track. We are back on track. Oh, okay. So this one now goes here, right? Wrong. Okay, so after the red comes this one, just like this. End of this. This is hurting my brain, guys. It's really not this hard. My name's Tom. My name's Tom. Okay, so what comes after that? You guys are supposed to be the exact same. And you are. Until I get to here. And then I need these three. Then what comes after that? This. See, this is where the problem is. This is the problem. You guys are right. Dixie Quilter, which is Marlene, she reached 500 subscribers. That's right. I saw that the other day. Congratulations. That's a big number and a big goal. Thanks for popping in, Dixie. Marlene. Yeah. Appreciate you coming by. I'm saying hi. Yes, these are right. This is right. This is right. Up here. And then I need something else. I need this. Boom, boom, boom. The big piece right here is right. I know what I'm gonna do. Put this piece on here. It's one big continuous right piece, and it's a little piece to fix. Hello, Krista. Thanks for joining. I don't know that I'm very exciting today, but I sure appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, it's just so long with me. And it's not as hard as it is, but I'm very much stressed. All right. So if I do this, I fold you in half. Get this in the same place. All I want is I want that in the same place every time. Look, we're good. We're good. And yes, I have conversations with myself. I know you guys are listening, but this is kind of an internal conversation. Okay, so now we have this. We're good. What comes after that? Now what comes after this is that, which I just saw. Okay, I might actually be done right now. I just figured it out. I am finished. Well, I'm done with the Stitch-uation. Now I'm just hanging out, trying to do Jelly Roll Quilt without a pattern. I have a plan, and I didn't execute it very well, and I tried to fix it, and then I made it worse, and then I think I finally fixed it. Piper, come here. You want a treat? Can't hear me to even be incentivized. So look at this. I am done. Oh my gosh, guys, I am done. Woo! Okay, so I have to do math now because I would like to do math. Let's see. We're going to do math. I had 19 pieces per row, and I had 5 of them. And I want to make 3 rows out of 95 strips. So I'm going to take that and divide by 3, and I'm going to get 31, and then the leftover strips per strip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I should have like an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 with 2 extra. And I can decide which end I want to take it off of. Light or dark? I'm going to say dark. We have, okay, extras. Now I have 3 separate looking strips that are the same. And now I need to measure this, and I'm going to make strips between them. And then with the other half of the jelly roll that I have not sewn yet, I'm going to make a different height of a strip and do the same thing, but now I know how to do it. Thank you. Becky, I think this is one of the longest I've ever been on before. Okay. I have all of these. Oh, I need to measure. I need to measure. Oh, I have a measure thing here. I have 31 strips equals 61 inches. So now I'm going to cut this and make strips that are 61 inches to frame all 3 of these. And then I'm going to sew the other strips, and they're going to be cut narrower. Sorry, I have an itch. And I should maybe figure out how much yardage I have, but nah. We're going to go by the seat of our pants because that's how I feel it. Whoa. And I guess I'll keep it as a 2.5 inch strip. I have Piper. Piper, come here. She's deaf. 3. I have 23 inches. So 23 divided by 2.5 means I can get 9 strips. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'll have some extra. So what if I do 23 divided by 3? Makes 7. 2, 4, 6. I need 8. Hi. Do you want a treat? Can you guys see her? You want a treat? Yeah. Let me put it down for you. There you go. Kristen, or sorry, Becky, I'm making up names now. This is going to be pretty, but I couldn't tell you when I'm going to get. No, actually, I've got a plan now, but still, this is ridiculous. Okay, so I have a notepad. So this is my thought for the quilt. So they're going to be strips right here, and then the orange strip, the solid strip between, and another row of strips, and a solid strip of this. So I have 3 rows of 8-inch strips, which is the one I just made with, and then I still have a half of the Jelly Roll to make strip sets up, and this could be slightly different because there are some things that were not doubled, but I still made sure that we had equal amounts, but they're really close to a lot of things that are doubled, but there will be some slight differences, which is why I'm being very careful to make sure that it's spaced right, or it will drive my brain crazy. Even if I didn't know what was going on, I could see that something's off. So this one's going to be 8 inches, 8, and 8. That makes sense? And then here, oh, golly kept here and here, and then above and below will be another row of strips that will be narrower. And I'm going to guess probably 6 inches, maybe 5 inches. I'll have to do math and figure out what it is. So it'll be narrower. And then so you'll go bigger, narrower, but it'll be kind of off every other one. So that's what it is. Okay, I will post when I finally do it. No, I think I'm determined to sit here until I get this done. If I were to make 4 inches, I think I'm going to make these 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We have that doesn't work. It won't be too much different, although I could make it drastically different. I could only make 7 strips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll have an extra. Okay, so we're making 7, right? 23 divided by 7. Okay, I have a plan. These are going to be 3-inch strips, so they're going to be a little lighter than the strips up here, which I like the idea of a little bit of a shift of color or the size. Sorry, I missed Pat when she left. Anybody else, I'd look down and it is dark, but do this. Can't do this because I'm assuming each one of these strips is going to go the full width, and it's not. I have, what did I say, 62 inches. I only have width of fabric. Okay, and since I cut half of it, well, the top and bottom, I don't mind being a little wider. Oh, Lynn. What did we decide? I had a plan and then I lost it. I have, do it again. I have 61 inches. 61 inches. Five, 62 inches long. Five. That's thanks. All right. Calculator. Pretty easy way to figure this out, and I don't know what it is. So, see what the fabric is. These are going to be 2 inches, 2-inch strips. I can do it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna leave you. I should have bought some of the Tilda Mary Little Christmas fabric. It sold out on most stores, which means I probably can't even order if I wanted it. But wow. Sorry. I haven't ordered any Tilda. I think it's free skirt. I'm not even sure. How are you doing, Gina? It's storming in Springfield. Oh my goodness, you had hail. That's no fun when it does damage anyway. I know, today we're finally in the 70s. It's just been warm here. At this point, I don't even care to press anything. Just want to see it done. Some things aren't that critical. This, not. I can work with this. Like my stickers, I have stickers like all over the place. And I stickered my machine. I can't even remember I got it. I think I got it from a pattern designer. Cannot remember. Not there. So I need 62 inches of this. That's all I'm doing right now. I don't care about anything else. I don't care that it has folds in it. I'm going to sew it on this thing. I really, really, really want to see it done. I see a framed thing. And I've got all kinds of things going on with the seams I was making. And they're not going the same direction, which makes it easier to sew. But the way I sew fabric on, I'm kind of not worried about it. I mean, we went lay flat, but I always sew with the fabric with the most seams on the top for that very reason, so I can see what's going on and make sure that they're laying the way I want them to lay. So, do a binding. Oh, I gave myself an extra inch here, which is fine because I actually have the selvage here and I don't want the selvage anyway. It's 61 inches, not 62. Goodbye, inch. Like how I find the center. Several spooky box openings from 23. Spooky. I think it's hard to keep things fresh. Keep coming up with new ideas as far as those boxes. As far as any pattern, as far as anything. At first you have all these ideas and then you use them up and then you're like, now what? I think they kind of run thin, I guess. So. We're going, we're starting. Okay. This is the bad thing about doing what I was doing. That can happen. The bad thing about doing what I was doing. That can happen. I wasn't sewing straight. doing? Mm. One down. Them to be on the same. My machine is a Juki TL15. Thank you. It is a pretty color. I honestly can't remember how I got this fabric. And I'm thinking it might have been part of a subscription box because it's 2/3 of a yard of that orange and then a jelly roll. And I don't usually buy 2/3 of a yard. So I'm thinking it might have been however I got jelly roll came together for a specific pattern. And then I bought 5 yards of this print right here that has I think it's this one with the green on the background. Anyway, and that'll be my backing. So I remember buying that one because I had this, but this is actually thatched. Right? Oh, we did. Like if I find the middle, it's right here. That's close enough. Some things it matters. This is not one of those things. This needs to be pressed. Okay. That was on a fold. That's not going to be easy. There. This side. It really makes it easier to just. So if anyone is watching this on the replay, there's a lot of chat going on in the chat. And sometimes I think you can see the chat after it populates. So you could hop into that and just see the chatting that was going on during this. A lot of good information. You're gonna get some supper. Hi, Christy or Krista. Sorry. Yeah, live chat. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining. If anyone wants to drop off, I won't blame you, but we're getting somewhere now, finally. Actually, well, I do. This would be an easy, quick project if you didn't go down the wrong path like I did with a poorly executed plan or lack of plan or something. All right, so I've got 2 of those and 1 more. And I'm going to put the strip on both sides of it actually. Right now I just want to get one side done. 30. Bye, Tony. I will definitely share it on Saturday, if not sooner. It'll probably be Saturday. I doubt I'll have it done Monday. I'm not using a pattern, which is part of why I'm still working on this, because I had a plan in my head, and I also didn't want to sew all of the jelly all in one shot, because it's kind of boring just showing my strips together, because that's all I did. So I had half of it, and I wanted to do this part of the quilt, and then the other half of the jelly roll will be also stripped together, but no plan other than, like I said, poorly executed because I had something in mind that wasn't working for me. So there's a little bit of wasted time. And I've never had that much frustration. I just really got off. I didn't even press my seams all the same way. There's no intersection, so it's not going to matter, but it's a lot easier to press. But oh well, here we go. I am doing a back stitch when I hit this end because I'm thinking this will not have a border. And that will be good for its integrity. So there's a contest for a jelly roll. You have to go back and watch the first part of the video to see how it works. But since it's National Jelly Roll Day, that's why that's happening. So here's the third strip. So now I'm gonna actually put it on the other side. Frame it. And that'll be super easy with the last part I do because I don't have to worry about those strips at all. Over here. I agree. Those look like piano keys. Thanks, Terry. I think everybody should post pictures to the Facebook group of what you're working on today, since I can't see it. It doesn't even have to be jelly roll related. I just want to see what you've been doing. I don't have any more of this fabric. This is an old fabric that was in my personal stash, and it is called, somewhere I will find it, it's Robin Pickens, something Lily. I will find it. It is here. So this fabric is not available to my knowledge, unless someone on Etsy or eBay have it. Kind of mean of me to do that. I don't do that. Sorry. Okay, why have I got that? That is a problem. There is no pattern. The back of this is ugly. Nobody but us know about it. Dana says Long John Silver was giving away free food if you go in there and dress like a pirate or talk like a pirate. Dress or talk. We have Long John here. That would have been fun. So all three of them are going to be like this, bordered, and then a narrower set of strips. We're going to go between them and above it. So there's going to be 5 narrower strips, and I was able to get 3 8-inch strips out of a half of a roll, half of a jelly roll. That's my recipe for this. Recipe it is. This is exactly the size we need. How did that happen? I used my calculator. That's how it happened. Gina said she was too lazy. Is my machine? My machine's really quiet. The microphone is actually on the computer, and I tried a wireless one earlier. Beginning of this video is 5 minutes of no sound because I gave up on it. But I think if I were wearing one, it might pick up on more. But it's not terribly noisy. But I do notice it doesn't come across really loud on the screen. So I'm thinking it will, even if I were closer with the microphone, still be kind of soft. Does that make sense? But oops, it is nice. It's not clunky, noisy. Unless it's mad at me. Probably could be. But it's a TL15. This was my Christmas present a couple years ago. I've been looking for one of these, and they went on sale. And I told Marlon, this is what I wanted for Christmas. He's like, yay, I don't have to think about it. And I love it. And I have all these other machines that some of them I've been, okay, my Thofts I had it since 2009, I think, 10. They're old, but they look new, and I refuse to think that they need to be replaced, even though there's new ones that come out. You know, they're good machines, but I've used them a lot. I didn't need a machine, but I really wanted a straight stitch machine. And I love it. It's oh. No, just no double sash. The other strip is not going to have sashing. I will have like used all of the fabric that I had with this, and then I have 5 yards of the solid bit of the main print that I can put on the back. It's actually kind of busy of this main print, but that's all right. It's what I have. I didn't pin this very good. I have an extra 1/4 inch at the end of this row. I pinned it. You saw me. All right. This project does not need to be perfect. It will not be perfect. Just in case you guys were wondering. It's not going to be judged by anybody. And it looks cute. This is still warm. I think it's heating up. Needs a minute. It needs a minute. So I have 2 strips left over after I did all that. And I also have this. So I had sewn half the jelly roll together and then cut it into 5 strips of 8-inch, and I had this left over after I cut the selvage off. And then I didn't need these because it didn't divide into 3, so I got 2. So I still have a lot, and honestly, I could make this part of the border, and depending on what I get from the other half, I might take a half or a third of this and make a skinny border around it, keeping it in order, and I can incorporate this. So I will hold on to everything until I'm done, because especially where I don't have a pattern. You never know how it's going to turn out. I like to use as much of the fabrics as I can. What's my plan on this? So that is probably all I'm going to do on the video. Is got 2 of those done. Got this last side, and I got more pieces that I had cut up. Big. And I'm going to have some extras. I'm really bummed about that. I did math wrong. I did a lot of things wrong, but I have enough to do what I need for this. But I'm bummed that I'm going to have small strips because I'd like to have big strips left over. So I cut them in 3-inch strips, then realized they can't be that big. So I got partway done with that. And now I'm, well, getting the last of what I need. So I've got 2 1-inch strips, 1 3-inch strip for my stash. And maybe I'll incorporate that in the outer border. And I am going to have some left over of this because I don't need this much to do a strip. I need just 1 more strip. I don't like the selvage edges. And that's left over. Anyway, this is all I'm going to do today. Well, on the live video. You guys have been very patient to be here as long as you have been, even if you've been coming and going. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for coming and joining me. This is the Stitch-uation, so go back and watch the first part of it if you are coming in late, because we had stuff in there. I like how scientific I am with my measuring. It works. It works very well. Back in the seam piece. Oop, oop, oop. I missed pinning. maybe we're not done. I thought I was running out of bobbin. I think I did. Yeah. No. I don't know. It was a long string from something, and I thought it was the lack of bobbin. Bobbin. I got through it. All right. 3 stirrups, 1/2 of the jelly roll, and 2/3 of a yard is how we got to this. 3 of these that are stashed on both sides. And then I'm going to piece the next half and make them, now you know what I'm doing, smaller sections and put that above and then between. So I need 5 of them. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Can't do math. I need 4. And if my math is right, I can get like 6-inch strips, but this is 8-inch strips. So 6 is a little bit shorter, but not by much. I'm kind of wondering if I should do like boxes, meaning like a 2-inch row in there. I don't know. It's kind of busy. Anyway, thank you for hanging out, everybody. Yeah, sometimes I just gotta come out, and you got to see how that all happened. But happy National Solid Jelly Roll Day. Don't forget the contest. Go watch the video and see how to enter. And next Saturday, I will announce the winner. The winner has to claim it to get it, or go back to the drawing board. But yeah, I'll show you my progress of this in next week's video, or situations are not in next week's video, or situations are not videos. Movie thingy. Hey, I'm gonna eat my boom picker pop that I love so much. And take a break from sewing. This has been a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening, and I'll see you Monday.